You know, ideally, I would.
What's up, desktopers? Xavier's here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back for the finals of the 2022 Romania Pro, where it's Behrooz Tabani on the left here versus Brett Wilkin. We're going to see live who wins this contest. I will share some screen captures with you guys as well and break it down as I see the contest, and I'll give you guys some footage, some videos, and some photos to view along the way, and I'll let you guys know who I have winning and why. And also the Classic Physique is being announced as we speak on stage as well. So I'm going to take a look into that and see what's going on with the Classic Physique on stage. So I'll let you guys know how we go as this whole thing goes on as well. So super exciting. We've had a great lineup. The top two is spectacular between Behrooz and also Brett Wilkin. So let me know who you guys have winning right now in the comments below as well. I'm trying to find out where I've actually got this live stream playing. It's somewhere, but I've got to find that. Let's have a look. I do want to mute. There we go. Muted that tab as well. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know in the comments if you can. Seems like we are go. You guys can hear me, so that's all good. So I've got to find out firstly where I've actually got this live stream hiding, because I've got it somewhere here. Here in the background, I was just watching a second ago, and here we go. We can see on stage right now the Classic Physique guys are doing their pose down. Next is Open Bodybuilding, so this is not going to be a long stream like the last time. We will have the posing routines and the results of the Open Men coming up very soon. And yeah, let me know in the comments. Drop it. Who you think is going to win? Is it Brett Wilkin? Is it Behrooz Tabani? Opinions are split among fans by the looks of it. I did actually put up a post in the community tab. People are sort of leaning both ways. It's super interesting. When is the Open? Joseph asked. Very soon, within minutes. Right now, we are very close to the Open being on stage and finding out who is the 2022 Romania Pro Champion. Who will win, Brett Wilkin or Behrooz Tabani? It is between these two guys. And this was the guy that I thought could have been pushing them, at least somewhat. Liang Yan, very good bodybuilder. I would love to see him go into the 212s and potentially dominate that class. I think he could do very well. Great legs. Spectacular, this dude. I'll go through some video as well. Actually, I want to show you guys the classic guys that are on stage right now. Then we'll go into those open guys. So you got pretty much, I'd say the top three on the right, on the left there. In my opinion, in what order, I don't know. I think second on the left will likely win, but let's have a look to see what's actually happening right now. So it looks like fourth place was the guy on the far, oh no, sorry. Third place was the guy on the far left, as I predicted. Well, I didn't really predict it then, but I'm going to say second on the left wins. Let's see. Oh no, sorry. Third by the looks of it. Sorry, fourth was the guy on the left. Third was the guy on the right. Now we're down to our final two. So it's between the two guys in the middle, as predicted, as it normally is at prejudging, the way the callouts fall. If there are two guys consistently in the middle, that is most likely going to be the top two. And okay, so who we have winning this show? I'll go back. So the way this one played out. So second on the left second on the left gets second. Sorry, I'll go from the left. So on the left, we got fourth place. On the far right, we have third place. Second on the left, so on the left in the middle, we have second place. And second on the right, I assume that's going to be the winner. I haven't actually gone back to it yet, but you've only got to assume. And yep, he gets the win, second on the right. So on the right and in the middle, he wins this contest, qualifies for the 2022 Mr Olympia in the Classic. And he's going to be pretty formidable. Looks like a great competitor. Look at that set of abs, second on the right, spectacular. Looks really good. And we're going to go back to these open videos and photos. Pretty much let you guys decide what you think of this contest between Behrooz Tabani and Brett Wilkin. I'm going to give you your comments really, really quick while we discuss this. And also I'm not deliberately picking out comments that support Brett too, by the way, as suggested in my last post. We'll go here. There. This one, Sloth Huck says, Behrooz has this. Where else? I want Brett, but I think Behrooz edges him out from Austin. Whoever lone powerlifter, I'm leaning towards Behrooz. Gary Ulrich says Behrooz brings the detail to the next level. Brett has the better separation in the front legs, but that's all. It's close, but I'm going with Brett. Brett will get the W. I prefer Behrooz. That's from John Smith. This is from Frederick Clome. Brett has more separation, but Behrooz has more separation, but Brett Wilkin. But Wilkin might save his ass. Very close. Brett's got this. They both look good, but I think they're going to give it to Brett. I mean, it's so close. I mean, you can't complain either way, whichever way this contest really goes. I have Brett winning personally, but I've just seen the other close videos. There's actually some more. One, I think Behrooz even posted up himself. When you see these iPhone videos, Brett looks better on that. So when you see, Ronnie says, I've watched Brett's IG video 5 times and I was originally thinking Behrooz, but I see Brett winning it now. And that video as well is from the advantage of Behrooz. I think you see an extra certain level of quality to the skin and everything, a certain level of hardness through the midsection that you don't see on the live stream. Did the finals start already? Should just be starting now. Let's see if the open men are on. Yep, the classic guys are off. Open are about to come on by the looks of it. Cool, any moment now. The open men are about to come on. The stage is empty. The MC is out in the middle of the stage. He was talking. He looks like he's hyping this thing up. Rob O'Meara says, I prefer Behrooz' back double bicep. Slot Huck says, Brett wins a fair few front shots, but from the back, it's Behrooz. Yeah, it's tough. A lot of people saying from a back Behrooz, but I just sort of like Brett's look, and those etched out glutes are just so deep that it's shocking, you know. It's so surprising. So yep, Stefan McRae says Rue's waist is so tiny too. Yep, he definitely does have a tiny waist, but I'd say Brett's just more developed in there, but still has a small waist. That's where I lean preference wise. But we all have preferences obviously on physiques, you know, so it's down to what you like and what you think should be judged better. And honestly, I love both of these guys' physiques, and Open is about to be on stage. Open has been coming on stage. Here we go. Let's see how these guys look as we go through it. I'll rewind the footage on the screen for you right now so you can watch plenty of these Open guys. And I'll be watching this contest, and then when I get some photos, I'll be showing you guys. I think it's actually pulling out the guys that are not in the top 10 right now. So we're going to have top 10 posing routines. So looking at maybe 15 to 20 minutes for that. And then we'll be going right into the results, basically. The pose down and results. They will do a finals confirmation round as well. Sorry. And I'm assuming they'll need it with Brett Wilkin and Behrooz, because they are damn close. When we have the results, probably in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Not far away, guys. People saying, stop being biased, it's bad. I've said it's close the whole time, which is generally the consensus. And people saying, people are more supportive of Brett than even I am in terms of the results, so I'm not sure. I just think when you see some of the iPhone footage that is up, I think you get to see the extra quality in certain parts of physique, but then you see there, Behrooz looks very, very hard through the chest, but then you see there, the way Brett hits that most muscular, it's completely different. So there's so many different angles where you can say, look, Behrooz, in that, you know, from the elbows up, wins that shot, or from around that point. Then from the elbows down, Brett wins it. So it's, who do you have where, you know? Some guys mentioning that, here we go. So we've got posing routines on stage now. We've got Roman Fritz. I'll get some screenshots of him because he has not got his credit, because essentially, they had him zoomed out at prejudging, which sucked. Felt really bad for him. Try to put it in 1080p, see if it makes a difference. I think with Roman, with just a little bit more time off, just a little bit more. He always comes in shredded, and I think it was a good move to do this show because getting his name out there more and just putting his body on stage at a heavier weight, I think it's been a good experiment. And I think he would have learned from this because he's much bigger on stage. If you can do this and not have that time of year where he really depletes right down, he might do even better once again. So very happy for Roman. It's just finding that balance between coming in absolutely shredded and coming in full enough. He did good. Is he contending? No, but Roman Fritz looked good. Let me know who you guys have winning. Is it Behrooz? Is it Brett Wilkin? To battle. We have Behrooz on stage right now as we speak. I'll get some screen captures for you guys. They're not going to be as good as the photos on the screen right now. I think this lighting on the live stream is very, very dark. If anyone thinks I'm trying to get trying to advantage Brett, I'm literally trying to take the best screen captures of Behrooz all the time. It's annoying when they zoom out though. Here you go, zoom back in now. Try to get some back shots. He's on his glutes. He looks good. Does he look better? Does he look worse? I mean, it's hard to tell with this stream. It's sort of much of a muchness from what we can tell on this. All I know is he doesn't look bad, but doesn't mean a lot with this lighting. Let me know who you guys have winning this contest. People want me to show the live stream. Unfortunately, I won't do that. If you do want to watch it, the link is in the description. Rico Hoffman's on stage now. I'll focus on the top guys, the very top guys, and get some photos of Roman as well because we didn't get that at prejudging. So I'll show those on screen to you guys now, if you like. Someone says Xavier, the F1 is starting. I know it's depressing. Does it start at 5 p.m.? So I want to get on Verstappen, man. He's going to win this one, even though he's starting fourth. So here we got. Get these photos up on the screen for you guys as well. You guys can see what is happening live and how Behrooz looks and all that sort of stuff. Roman and Behrooz. All right, let me share some photos with you guys. Boom. We have Roman Fritz. There he is on stage. As you can see, the lighting isn't great here. Or at least the stream is not great. That's meant to be 1080p. Then we have Behrooz. Yeah, you really can't tell much from his stream. It's He looks good. So he's on stage now. This contest is not going to go for long. A lot of these routines are actually really short. A few guys on stage now. It looked pretty good. Top 10 is honestly pretty good at this contest. I mean, there's a few guys that definitely aren't going to be contending, but I've got to tell you, it's actually pretty impressive for how good these guys look. Let me know who you have winning. Is it Behrooz? 1080p more like potato, 144p. Yeah, it's not the greatest quality. Here we go from Joseph. According to commentators, the live stream Behrooz has improved a lot compared to prejudging. Definitely have to see what Brett brings at the finals. Brett winning. Is it just for winner who qualifies for the Olympia? Yes, it is. So out of Brett and Behrooz, whoever misses out does not qualify for 2022 Mr. Olympia, which is unfortunate. Just checking a few things with you guys now. Get some more photos. So who's on stage next? Brett Wilkin has to be coming out very, very soon. Who do we have now? We have, not sure who this is actually. Seen this guy before. I think he actually competed in Indy. Maybe 1 year. I can't quite remember. All right, wait until Brett comes on. And then I'll be sharing some photos of Brett Wilkin at the finals of this contest. In the meantime, I will go back to this. Play this for a little bit for you guys. And yeah, Brett is competing in Spain at the Big Man Weekend. And he'll be competing there and hoping to qualify for 2023 Mr. Olympia as well. So he's hoping to obviously win this show, qualify for this year's Olympia, and just in 2 weeks' time, qualify for next year's Olympia. It'd be interesting if Brett did get second at this show, if he was actually, what he would do. If he would come back. Hey, shout out to you, Richard. Ratner says, big love, Xavier. Thanks for all the live streams lately. No worries at all. Appreciate it, my man. Appreciate you tuning in. And if anyone wants their comments 100% featured on here as well, the way you do that, guarantee to get your comment featured unless it's messed up or rude or something like that, drop a super chat as well. Much appreciated. We do have Brett Wilkin coming up on stage very soon. I've got to tell you, these guys are inside out. When you see the photos and the videos close up, they are very, very lean. Anyone who's complaining about conditioning, I think they are looking absolutely crazy. Xavier, can you tell who won Spain show, Alicante Europa show? Is that the one that Peter Mulder was doing? I'm not sure. Shout out, man. Xavier is the goat of live streams when it comes to this stuff. I'm going to be doing it for Olympia too, so guys, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll not miss out. Brett Wilkin is coming up very, very soon, guys. I think he might be the next guy out after who's on stage now. I'll actually probably turn up the live stream a tiny bit just so I can hear to see what Giles Tiger Thomas has to say in person so we can get a better idea of what's going on at the contest live. Trevor11 says, would make sense for Behrooz to go to Spain as well. Might get round 2. That certainly might happen. I can see that happening for sure. Dude, do not give me any more F1 updates. I do not want them. I want to watch this later. Please don't ruin it for me. Let's go back to this live stream. This new pro looks really good. I thought he was reasonably undersized, and he is to be a top tier competitor. but he looks fantastic. First call out, very clean lines. Super, super impressive. Really apples and oranges in this comparison. I wouldn't say it's apples and oranges. I'd say they're two different types of the same physique in a way. That makes sense. Like, I think Brett's got the nicer, rounder sort of shape. Behrooz has that more sort of cutout look in general. Less of a roundness and more about sharpness in some parts of his physique. And I don't mean sharpness just in terms of conditioning, because Brett has the crazy deep lines. Maybe a little bit drier, but Brett maybe even has the deeper separation in lines. And when you see through that midsection, I really prefer the look of Brett's because it's still a small waist and it just looks a bit different. Although this is, Behrooz is more of the waist I'd have. The more the waist I have, just the small waist with less development in that midsection. But yeah, Behrooz definitely has a great structure, as people are mentioning. That waist to shoulder ratio on this front double, it looks fantastic. And you can make a case for him winning that shot. Absolutely no doubt. Yeah, you can say legs, Brett wins, more separation there. I like the midsection more. But then you can say, okay, how much does the biceps supersede that? Because Brett's got the round arms and the more hangy triceps, but Behrooz has more of that bicep, and just they pose it different. And they just got a different structure with that chest as well. So it sort of is an apples and oranges comparison. And I'd probably give that front double bicep to Behrooz very narrowly, I'd say. It's very, very close. In the prejudging, I think I said that was about a tie. So there's a lot of very close shots there. I'll see who's on stage right now as we speak. We've got Milan Sadek on stage. I don't think we need any particular screenshots or anything for Milan. He's right out of it, actually. I think he was in the third call out. Silhouette goes to Behrooz. I'm at front double, absolutely. And maybe even on this one as well. I mean, Brett's got the roundness to the traps and whatnot as well, but I think he's just through the midsection. That makes a big difference on this pose, and the side leg I do prefer of Brett's. Although Behrooz is really sitting on that glute from the side too. So we know Brett's obviously got the lines, but Behrooz is really sitting on it. But at the same time, I like the look of Brett's side leg more overall, but Behrooz is very good there. Brett's actually hitting it two different ways in two different shots. So depends what you like. Behrooz' legs from the back in that particular shot, when they were moving, Brett definitely looked harder. But in this particular shot, Behrooz definitely looks harder, and he does have more glute development. How much do you weigh that, actual development of the glutes? I don't know. It's obviously up to the judges. Back double's pretty good on Behrooz, I got to tell you. Looking at it on second inspection, looks really good. Side chest. Now, as you can see here, Brett's hitting his side leg a little bit differently. I am going to go back as well to the live stream. We've got Jan Turek on stage right now. So Brett, I think, is next. So I'll be keeping a very close eye on that. Also, anyone trying to say the results in the comments as well, that the results have not been announced. Someone's saying they missed Nathan Diasha. I understand that. Everyone likes Nathan Diasha. Everyone wants to see him on stage. It's going to be very interesting. I think this is really one where you're going to have to be there to properly assess and judge this contest. I'm going to kick back for a little bit and watch this live stream. You guys can let me know your thoughts. And if you do want to have your comment 100% featured, drop a super chat. Show some love for the live streams. I'm actually on a bit of a super chat, what would you call it? Drought. Very close. Behrooz all day. Mike says we'll go to Brett because other competitors can't get visas to go to the Olympia, both peeled. I mean, a lot of people are going to say that probably if he wins, but I think it's so close that not on stage on this live stream. Yeah, you can't really judge it from this live stream. Super close contest, but Brett's got this. Yeah, it's split opinions. I mean, it depends what you're into, and I can make a case for both. And Brett is on stage right now. He's got some blue trunks on, or purple trunks actually. Oh, he looks good. I think Brett is actually dramatically improved. I can hear Giles. Giles just said he looks a bit better tonight. Yeah, he said he looks fuller and a little bit more impactful, I think he said tonight. So it seems like Behrooz and Brett have both improved. Both working great coaches. Obviously, Brett with Matt Jansen. And Behrooz with Milos Sarchev, who comes on the channel from time to time too. Absolutely love Milos. Yeah, Brett looks good. I'm glad he worked on his posing as well. One thing where he could get a bit more solid, and he's really, really worked on it. When he turns to the back, it's just I know a lot of people say they don't want it to be a glute contest, but the quality of his skin and when he's moving, it's pretty crazy. Seeing close-up videos, it's that much more impressive, I think, with the way the skin lays over the muscle. Pulling back into that back lat spread and really taking his time, it looks very, very good. A little bit shaky in his posing. Just surprising. I'm seeing that more from guys lately. And it seems like the guys that practice their posing more are even getting that, so. Side tricep looks great. Get like a side ab pose. Yep. Giles Tiger Thomas says he looks better tonight. That was his final quote when Brett was going off stage. Pull up some photos now for you guys of that one. Stop that screen. All right, let's pull up some photos of Brett Wilkin and how he looked on stage just then for you guys. All right, let's share the screen. Let's have a look at Brett Wilkin and how he looked on stage just then at the finals of the 2022 Romania Pro. And we have buys and tries in the comments right now. So what's your final prediction, Xavier? My final prediction is Brett Wilkin will win in a close one. I believe Behrooz will get points. And I'm going to call it as I'm going to say prejudging or finals, it's going to be a 1-point decision. I know that's rare too, because it means the judges are literally split. But it could be, one of these competitors could get all first place votes as well, and it'd still be a close contest. And the Asian Flex Lewis / Lee Priest. I saw someone say Bruce Lee Priest, which I found quite amusing. Brett looks good overall. Behrooz looks better when it comes to biceps, lower lats, insertions. Let me go through some of these. Shout out to Buys and Tries for getting me a comment. One of the great Instagram pages. All right. So let's go through a few of these photos for you guys. So many attachments open, sorry. As you can see, they're quite dark. You can't see a huge amount from it. Very dark on that one. You can't see much. When he's moving on that back double bicep, it looked good. Shredded him at midsection. Giles is going about someone saying he looks sensational tonight. So let's go through. Leave it on a better photo for you guys. All right. Okay, so we've got Roman Fritz out there. Rico Hoffman is not out there, so this is not the final call out. This is like the second call out or the third call out, depending on how they sort of play this one out. All right, so we just got Roman Fritz moved to the outside, and we got Liang Yan moved into the middle. One of the middle guys, one of the two middle guys. And it really is close in this call out. Milan Sadek's in there. Whole bunch of names. I'll rotate through a few of these photos. So the Chinese competitor, Tiang Yan, he could dominate the 212s, I think, potentially. He could be the next Flex Lewis, you know? Crazy. Comments. Brett Noble says, Brett is just super pleasing to look at. 20 pounds more on Behrooz structure and he'll be battling for top tier. 20 pounds is a lot of weight on that physique. You'd want a decent amount of that, I'd say, on the legs. Back lat spread, side try, and front lat spread to Brett. Now we got back lat spread, side try, and front rest to Behrooz. Yeah, they'd make it a close contest. They make it like 4-3. That's how it is. Buys and try says Brett 1, Behrooz 2. That's for top 2 in my opinion. So buys and tries is with Brett Wilkin. Behrooz should be winning prejudging, Frederick says. How's Liang looking tonight? He looks good. I mean, honestly, I thought he should have been higher at prejudging, to be honest. Cool. Appreciate you guys commenting, liking, all that sort of stuff. If you've not liked this video, just take out a second. Just take a second, like it. It helps me out. If you do appreciate this live stream, get in there. Goat Fitness is in here. He was a super heavy. That was Liang's weight as well. Liang is 235 pounds, Goat Fitness says. Whoa. And he's what, 5'3"? 5'4"? He's tiny. Some are saying Liang was overlooked. I don't think he is. He's really good, but maturity's not even close compared to Behrooz or Brett. Yeah, and I think that's what Brett saw backstage as well, and that's why he wasn't sort of concerned about him, at least by chatting to him in the interview I was on. Oh, we've got the top 4 now. We've got Jan Turek, Brett Wilkin, Behrooz, Enrico Hoffman. Call out. Side tricep, Brett Wilkin wins. Tonight, in my opinion. Ab shot, I missed a few of them. I say Brett Wilkin wins that too. I think he's just too hard in the midsection. And he's got the better quads too. Most muscular. Very close. I'd say the hands on hips, Brett wins. The hands together one, much closer. I'm not sure why Behrooz hits a different shot at the end of the most muscular every time. He hit like a twisting, kneeling back shot at prejudging. Then he just hit a side chest. And they're doing a pose down. They just had one quick final last call out. That was very, very quick. I actually literally went away from it for minutes. Now, if these guys say they didn't really get a call out, I would not be surprised. That seems just a little bit too quick. Does Enrico look good from the back? Buys and tries says. I didn't get much of a chance to really tell on the live stream. I've got to be honest. I can't pretend like I have some special insight because this is just the live stream isn't good enough quality to tell. Unfortunate when you pay close to what the Olympia costs. I paid $35. I think I actually paid for the whole weekend, which I didn't mean to. 35 US is not cheap for a live stream, unfortunately. But it's such a high production show that's hard to sort of not, not charge a lot, I guess. Because otherwise you'll be losing money. I mean, Jake Wood has a lot of money. Behrooz and Brett are posing down next to each other in this pose down. They're getting on well. They're hitting the same shots. They're talking. I like that. The camaraderie in bodybuilding. It's cool to see. There's some cool physiques up there. You've got, obviously, Liang. You've got Milan Sadek. You've got Roman Fritz. You've got Enrico Hoffman. Brett Wilkin. Behrooz Tabani. Jan Turek. This is a good lineup. A lot of really different physiques too. There's this guy in the pink trunks. I don't even know this guy's name. He looks spectacular. All right, we have the decision coming up for the finals. I will be writing this down as well. don't know if you guys can hear the volume at all in the background. Let me know if that's distracting. All right. There's only 4 likes and 435 people in the comments. Give Xavier a like. Yeah, guys, seriously. If that's the case, surely there's more than that. Come on. Sixth place is yeah, the guy in the pink trunks I was talking about. Number 13. What's this dude's name? I'll worry about that later. Who's fifth? Now this is this guy that finished, that literally made his I don't know if he's making his pro debut, but he recently just turned pro. He's the one who's very aesthetic, has a great physique, and he seemed to grow while he's on stage as well. He makes 5th. So gonna have some big names outside this top 6. 4th place. Jan Turek finishes in 4th. Jan Turek in 4th. Put this up on the screen for now. Third place, Enrico Hoffman, I'm calling it. This one's pretty easy. Enrico Hoffman finishes 3rd. He's going to be super stoked with his placing because last week, or week before, he finished 6th in a weaker lineup. So he's in a tougher lineup here, places higher. He's got to be happy. Got a good look in this week. It's Behrooz versus Brett, obviously. You know, people saying I'm biased. I am biased. I do want Brett to win, no doubt. He's on the podcast. It would be great to see him win. It is a real close contest. It's definitely not one you could complain about either way. I mean, you know, you could say you think Brett's better in one way. You can say Behrooz is better in another. Behrooz wins. Wow. I feel for Brett for sure. So anyone saying that it's conspiracy and Brett will win because Behrooz won't get his visa, I feel for Brett, man. This was a close contest. Fuad was right. Behrooz won. I can't really say I'm too surprised, but obviously judges did their job here. It was a close one. As it seemed, Behrooz wins, takes out that contest, qualifies for 2022 Mr. Olympia. We may see a rematch in 2 weeks' time at the Big Man Weekend. This would be the smart thing for probably Behrooz to do. He's got to be ecstatic. And obviously, I'm heartbroken for Brett. You know, he's hoping to go there, get his qualification. It was a real 50-50 show after prejudging. And unfortunately, came out on the other end of it. Got the lineup here. Got to be happy for Behrooz after not being able to compete a lot last year and this year and being from Iran. You got to be happy for the dude. I am heartbroken for Brett. But Behrooz wins this show. He's got a great physique. Qualifies for the 2022 Mr. Olympia. What do you guys think? Behrooz wins. See what you guys are saying in the comments. Yeah, some people saying they're surprised. Some people saying it wasn't close. Behrooz wins. Scorecards must be close, but Behrooz looks better. Very close. And obviously, people are going to come out and say Brett needs to do this now. Brett needs to do that. But I think Brett looks absolutely heartbreaking. That's a little extreme. I know what Brett's been through. I've talked to Brett. He's put in so much work into this prep. when you see it, I suppose, firsthand, and you see the, what he goes through emotionally, mentally, he was really hoping to get to that Mr. Olympia this year, and this was definitely a special contest for him. So I don't believe Behrooz speaks any English. Maybe he'll get a translator. I'm not too sure, but they have him on stage now. That's it, guys. Behrooz Tabani wins the 2022 Romania Pro. I'll bring up a few photos for you guys right now, and I suppose we can go through it. These ones of Brett Wilkins. Bring up a few photos of when he wins the contest so you guys can see. So yeah, let me know if you guys are shocked with the results at all, or is this what you expected? Did you expect Behrooz Tabani to win this contest and qualify for the 2022 Mr. Olympia? Will we see him on stage? Who knows? Obviously, he has to get a visa. So the unfortunate thing about, I suppose, things in the world at the moment that, can't always get people to the actual contests. There we go, Behrooz on stage, obviously winning the contest. And there we go. Behrooz wins. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up this live stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to come back with a comprehensive full wrap-up of the finals with the results. It's going to be a quick little video if you do want to tune into that one. Your support is always appreciated. And yeah, like I said, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this contest. Was Behrooz Tabani the deserving winner, or did you have Brett Wilkin winning this, or did you like someone else in the contest as well? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in live. It's much appreciated. Didn't get any super chats unless there'd been a late one dropped. But anyway, guys, that's it for me. So that's it for myself, Xavier Wills. This is Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are out.